I'm live. Table's dirty. And the cuts in it. What do you do? What is today even? I don't know. 11/23/25. Victor Valente is live right now. Cowboys beat the Eagles, which sucks. Now the Rams and Buccaneers are playing. All this is going to be is basically me putting some old cards in a tote. Going through, I've got an old card tote, or more than one, but a designated old card tote. I'm going to put some in there. Got a Nebraska tote. Still can't find the Chubba Purdy's, which sucks because those were 101 and, that kind of stuff. Can't find any of them. They've mysteriously vanished. And then everything that I found the other week that I said I was going to cover has now vanished again. There was one of them left in the tote that it was in. I'm now cleaning my nails a little bit and getting ready to pour myself a beverage. Then I shall actually begin the stream. I know nobody really gives a shit about this. I'm just rambling. And I'm making these streams because my phone does not have any service. Or not, I shouldn't say that. It's storage space, excuse me. So I got to do it this way. Score right now is Rams 0, Tampa Bay 0. 5 folks in. Thanks for stopping in. I guess we'll start off with just some of this random loose stuff here. $53 Bowman, Enos Slaughter, pretty sure. Yep, Enos Slaughter. Luke Easter. Jim Dick. What is this? From Forest City, North Carolina. Oh, Ginter cards. Let's have a look-at-y. U.S. Curling used memorabilia. And a couple more different individuals. I highly doubt that this guy is a curler. Things, how's it going? Doing well. Who's this guy? Sendog. Hip hop. Blech. Cypress Hill. Not my type of music. What'd you do this weekend? You going live tonight too? There's also from Gordo, Alabama. 58, Roger Craig. Yeah, that's about it here. I got to eat yet, too. I suppose, you know, since you're in, I can do the card that is listed at over 50,000. From France. Let's see, where in France? It's from France anyway. What did it ship with? Is there more in here? Oh, there you go. Give him a phone call. Patrick. And that was just protected packaging. I really slow roll shit, don't I? I'm not in any hurry. Anyway, this card is listed at, not my particular one, that mine is better. But this card is listed at $56,000 on eBay. Theirs is a PSA 8. 1908 Felix 10. Major Taylor. Corners are this will probably get a 7, although there's a little bit of staining on it. So I don't know what they do for that. And, you know, I've got 3 of them. It's a 1,500 card set. I have an album of 510 of them. That is actually the album that it's supposed to be in. There's Buffalo Bill in there. Anastasia Onassis, or not Onassis. Anastasia, the Russian girl that got killed. She's in there. There's several sports figures in there. Yeah. Duke Kahanamoku. I don't have the Duke Kahanamoku. That's like a $50,000 card as well. 20 or 50. I've seen this listed as high as 90. $90,000. Got 3 of them. Let's see. No. I think what it'll be worth 100 more years. Let's see, what else? Yeah, half a truck. Trucks are ridiculous. From Point Calumet, Quebec, Canada. You know, I've got a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom house with 7 buildings and 12 acres. That's only listed at $169,000. Just think of these trucks. That's just so stupid. So stupid that anybody would pay that. When I lived in Norway, we had a car dealership just across the thing, you know, and they had a Lamborghini in there. They were asking $100,000 for the Lamborghini. And I was talking to people here in the United States, but nobody wanted to do it. If you take the engine out and ship the car and the engine separate, you could do it for $2,000. So for $102,000, you could get a brand new Lamborghini over here and turn around and sell it for like $300 or $400. But they didn't want to take the risk, which I mean, that's a large amount of money. My vehicle is from 2003. You would be shocked, because I live out in the country. You would be shocked at how many kids get brand new diesel trucks for school when they turn 16. Farmers can write them off as a business expense. Horace Gillum. So if they have a really good year with crops, they buy a car and write it off. Buy a combine. Combines are $500,000. Anyway, Horace Gillum, Browns. .35 National Chickle, Ken Strong. I was working on that. I mean, technically, I still am. Back before COVID, you could find poor grade Bronco Nagurskis for like $1,000. Now you can't even touch them. They went stupid just like Mantle did. A rougher shape than that Major Taylor, and this is 3. I think that Major Taylor would. I don't know what they do with the staining. That's all. It could get a 7, 8, or it could get 0. I don't know. 1950 Tops Feltbacks. Yeah, it's that small. And this is all felt. Off of the then technically I just have to turnover rookie card. What other goods have we got here? I think these are all Nebraskas. Yes, those are all Nebraska cards. I was going to work on a golf tote today, too. Just didn't get to it. And then this one here. Contains a whole bunch. We'll do that one last. Flip them around. Brandenburg, Kentucky. Stream keeps cutting out. T15, T. And I'm working on the T206, 06, but it's not ever going to happen. Florida. This is a T218. With a mecha back. Jefferson City, Missouri. Oh boy. I forget what these are. I think they're also a T220. Yeah, it's T220, I'm pretty sure. Or 18, John Flanagan. Hammer throw. Mecha back. And Irish American. Can you do an Irish accent? Here's another one of Robert Clowan. And according to the envelope, I know not all of them do. The larger sleeves. Yeah. Just one of the larger sleeves come from Coronado, California. Malcolm Ferrand, I think. Malcolm McFarland. Well, there's Packy McFarland. And then a T220 of John C. Heenan. And I've actually fought in a ring like that once. That guy. Dick Cocos. These are 48. And 48 or 49. Can't quite tell because there's extra paper. But Frank Boley, Dancel. Yeah, it's not paper loss. It's just when they took it off the page of what it was. I know there was touchdowns involved. Bob Dillinger. And Gordon. Yeah, Sid Gordon. some of these for Elite Leaf boxing. Pretty obvious. Billy Conn, Sammy Angot, Tony Canzoneri, and somebody actually took a United States Mint proof set apart to use the container to ship these cards, which is nice of them. Bojack, won 49 fights through spring 1948. Mickey Walker, Danny Mandel, unofficially he scored 47 knockouts. Bantamweight champ, 1903. Born in St. Louis. And Barney Ross. In New York. Knockout bubblegum. Light and welterweight. And speaking of, and perhaps get this in as the thumbnail. Thanks for watching.